Hey there, my name is Lexi, and thank you so much for tuning in to the podcast LexChat. This show is about becoming a better creative and better artist and helping each other to become better creatives and better artists. This week on LexChat, let's chat about the benefits of auto posting. This is scheduling your posts so that you don't have to be on social media all day putting out all of this content that you create, right? I want to get into the benefits of auto posting and how it can make you appear consistent, how it can keep you consistently putting out content and growing your digital footprint, and how you can get into posting automatically. If this sounds like a topic you'd be interested in hearing more about, stay tuned.
Why the lights out? Turn them on, put your hands up. You see I'm here now. Show respect, boy, stand up. You've been talking real crazy lately. Competition, I'ma show you, baby. Be prepared for the consequences now, cause you ain't going nowhere. Ow! I'm rested, baby. I need to pat you down. And now your bond is raising. There's only one way to pay. You know what that is. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say.
I really love that song. The song you just heard is called Miranda, and it is from the Love Reset album, which was produced by Maurice Beats. That one is just such a fun record, and God willing, we get a music video for that one this year, yeah? If you enjoyed the sound of that, then you can find Miranda on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple, Tidal, Amazon, YouTube, anywhere, any major streaming platforms. Or if you want the special experience of holding the music in your hand, you can get a CD, a physically signed copy of the music by going to my website, LexCATL.com. That is LEXCATL.com to get the physical album. You could even choose, like I said, to get a signature and a personalized message, and I will send that CD to you. But you got to go to LexCATL.com to get it, all right? And before we go any further, let's get these announcements out the way. The next coffee date is going to be Sunday, July 7th, 2024 at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Instagram. That's at LexCATL, at LEXCATL. All right? So, yes, the next coffee date is virtual, and it's just a group of creative people. I'm building a community of creatives and entrepreneurs and business owners. We help each other to become better artists, better creatives, to grow in our business, support one another, maybe even collaborate as well. And it's just a community to help do better, demand more from each other, if you will. Alrighty. And other announcements that I have, shout out to my patrons, Mr. Flat Shows and Eldon Cleary. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, because your contributions really do help me get a better ease of mind, and it helps to provide for me so that I can keep coming on here and spend more time providing you with valuable content and valuable information like the LexChat, like the harmony breakdowns, and other things that offer great information for us to become just better people and creatives all around, right? So thank you guys so much. If you are listening or watching out there and you would also like to support me, Lexi, then you can go to patreon.com/LexCATL. That's patreon.com/LexCATL for as little as $5 a month. All your contributions really would help me so much. So check that out if it's placed on your heart. If it's placed on your heart, please do that. And then last announcement I have for y'all, I want to tell y'all about Magic Mind, which is a mental performance shot, a mental performance elixir with such ingredients like ashwagandha, lion's mane mushroom, vitamins B12, B2, B3, vitamins D, and a bunch of other stuff. I said lion's mane mushroom, the cordyceps mushrooms, there's turmeric, there's matcha. So many great, amazing ingredients in Magic Mind, which is all geared toward helping you manage your stress, helping to give you more energy, and helping you to be more mentally productive so you can take on the day. I know as a music artist, I'm usually up at weird hours. I'm just up. I'm just always awake. I never really sleep. And so a lot of times my mental suffers from that, and I'll get brain fog and I'll be cranky and I won't do good at remembering things, or I just don't do very well at knocking out my tasks. But when I take Magic Mind, it helps me to get back that mental focus, that mental clarity. It gets rid of that brain fog, gives me more energy and it helps me to be productive. So I would highly recommend it. I really wish that y'all would check it out for yourself. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in trying, then I've got a treat for you. Magic Mind has gifted us with a beautiful code. Go to magicmind.com/Lexi20 and use my code Lexi20 to get 20% off of your one-time purchase or your subscription. It's super easy. You get free shipping. It comes right to your door or right to your mailbox, depending on where you live. And it's great. It's convenient. You can get 15 bottles. You can get 30 bottles. And you know what? If you don't like it, because maybe you didn't try the little trial thing that I had a few weeks ago, you missed out on that. But if you don't like it, there's a 100% money back guarantee. You don't even have to send the bottles back, no questions asked. But you're not going to want to send the bottles back because this really works and I take it. I've been taking it for a few months now, and I do the 15 bottles personally. You can do the 30 bottles, but either way it goes, it's a great value. It's a great tool to add to your arsenal, especially for my music people. We can use all the help we can get to be able to stay awake because we don't be sleeping. And the mind should not suffer for that. We need our mind because this is where the creativity comes into play, right? So again, that's magicmind.com/Lexi20 to receive 20% off of your one-time purchase or subscription. Use the code Lexi20 at checkout. Thank you so much, Magic Mind, for working with me. Now, y'all, let's get into the chat for today, okay? So today's topic, we are getting into the benefits of auto posting and scheduling your posts. Now, I actually have done a video like this a long time ago, back when this was not LexChat. This was like just me on YouTube doing tutorials and just trying to help artists out through tutorials on YouTube, right? Before LexChat was birthed. I did a video on auto post scheduling and the benefits of it, but it's always good to have a refresher. And this is something that actually came up at the latest coffee date. And, people were asking like, hey, Lexi, how do you stay so consistent on your social media? And the answer is I use an auto post scheduler. Dang, I don't have no more water. So my particular program of choice, my platform of choice to achieve this, I personally use a program called Later, which you can go to later.com or you can go to Later, the app. It's just like how you would spell see you later. It's Later, Later. If you want a special code, like a referral, so I can also get some free time off, then that would be great. Let me know. Or maybe I'll put it in the description down below if I remember while I'm editing this video. But I use Later, and Later allows me to simultaneously create posts for me. They have a bunch of different social media profiles, but I personally use for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. Those are the 5 that I personally go to. I know you can do LinkedIn now and Pinterest, and there may be some others as well, but they have the major social media platforms involved, and you can simultaneously plan a single post across those different social media platforms. So that's why I love it. And I got into it because I listened to a lot of people like Gary Vaynerchuk. I think I was listening to him very heavy back then, like years ago. And his thing is just put content out, content. And you should be posting 3 to 5 times a day. And I really fell into this advice. And I wanted to be consistent, and I wanted to post 3 times a day. So I did my little research and found Later, which has been a great tool for me. And yeah, I wanted to post multiple times a day to multiple platforms, and I wanted to stay consistent. But I didn't necessarily want to have to be on my phone all the time. And I was realizing, I realized very quickly that it's a lot of work, like at least 1 hour out of the day to post one thing across multiple platforms. But in comes Later, and now I don't really stress about it as much. And so I just want to tell you about some of the benefits I've experienced by doing auto post scheduling, and maybe you can incorporate it into your routine, into your toolbox as well. I would love to see my other artists do this because we're already under a lot of pressure to create content outside of music. Like music is our content, right? But everybody in the industry now wants you to create content for these social media platforms, which is kind of counterproductive. Like, yes, you can bring awareness to your music, but the main focus is supposed to be the music, and it's a lot of times it becomes about other stuff with this social media stuff, but we have to keep up with it. It's just a part of our industry, and there are tools out there that will help us to be able to tackle it, in a decent way that's not going to take too much of our energy. It will take a little bit of money, but it is definitely worth it, and I can attest to that. So what are some benefits of auto posting? As I mentioned in the intro, you can post across multiple platforms in one sitting versus having to post individually by hand. So imagine listening to advice from someone and they're telling you that you need to post 3 to 5 times a day. Now, I think I used to do like 8 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and then 8 o'clock again, something like that. Like every 6 hours I would post. If you're trying to follow the advice of posting 3 times a day, you end up spending a lot of time on social media. So I listed you the 5 platforms that I use, right? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. That's 5 different platforms with 5 different criteria of how you're supposed to post things, what kind of content is best on those kind of platforms. Imagine trying to do, that's 5 platforms, and I'm supposed to be posting 5 times a day. That's 15 posts in a day. That's a lot, and it sounds like I'm going to be on the phone all day. I don't want to be on the phone all day. I don't want to be on social media all day. It becomes an entire job, and I know that we don't have time for that, right? So one of the benefits of getting an auto post scheduler, as I mentioned, you can plan to post on all 5 of those at the same time, and you can schedule those things out. So like using Later, like I explained, I can post across those at the same time. Instagram, I can pretty much do as long of a caption as I want to, but with Twitter, you only get a certain amount of characters, right? With Facebook, I can post a video that's longer than 90 seconds if I make it a page post as opposed to a reel post, all right? But if I do YouTube Shorts, it can't be past 60 seconds. So all of these different things, let's say that I want to put up a video of me singing. I put up the video and then I make my caption and I do my hashtags and then I put schedule and it'll bring me through all of the stuff. I'm wondering if I should do like a screen recording of this. Maybe, maybe not, but that's all I have to do. And it's great. I can set those parameters and make those changes and make those edits to make it compatible with what that platform is. And then I press schedule and it schedules all 5 of those platforms for whatever day and time that I set it for. And then I can just do that as many times as I need to. So another benefit of auto posting is you're able to plan your content up to a month or more in advance, depending on the kind of plan you choose to go with. So for me, I have a very basic plan. I think it's like $150, $200 a year, something like that. And it basically gets me 30 posts a month. So it's basically 1 post each day. The reason why I chose that, so you have to, and I'll get into this in my recommendations as well, but you have to choose something that's practical for you, both what you can keep up with content-wise and how much content you're producing, and what you can keep up with financially. What's in your budget to pay for this? Can you manage to tuck away $200 a year to pay for this service and to keep it a consistent thing, right? And then also, are you going to take the time to sit down and plan the content? So it's really beneficial when you're able to plan the content up to a month in advance, because like I said, you're not having to get on social media every single day and post to every single platform at different points in time during the day. You would literally be on your phone all day and you wouldn't be able to enjoy the quality of life doing that. So it's really beneficial to have this auto poster because you can plan up to a month in advance. Me personally, I like to do 1 post each day. I no longer follow the 3 posts each day because I just don't make that much content and I don't want to stress myself out trying to keep up with that supposed standard. They say that you should post 3 to 5 times a day to grow your account and get more engagement and all of that. I don't necessarily believe in that. There are some other schools of thought around that. You do what's best for you. For me personally, being able to post one time a day is great for me. That's just the amount of content that I'm producing and taking pictures and doing videos and all that stuff. So for me, all I have to do is sit down for 2 or 3 hours a month and I upload everything that I did in the previous month. So as I'm recording this, it's May 30th, right? Everything that I took a picture of, I did a video of, whether I was in the studio or took pictures of me in the studio, if I got videos of me singing somewhere, if I caught a cute outfit, then I upload all of that stuff from May 1st to May 30th. And then I'm going to schedule all of those things out for all of June. So I have like a backlog. Everything that you're seeing today is most likely 30 days old, right? There's a lot of power in that. I go ahead and I schedule it out, and now I don't have to worry about it for another month. So that's the benefit of it. You can plan your content out for a month and it saves you so much time. It frees up your time. That is the main benefit of auto post scheduling. It frees up your time, and time is very precious. So anything you can do to sort of buy back your time, I think it is worth it, especially if you have the money to be able to do so. So like I said, you just got to make sure that you have the capability to maintain. Like I said, I think I pay like $200 per year for this tool, and it's great. It's great. Another benefit of auto posting, it makes me look very consistent. So because I don't have to be on every single day, I can have my content post consistently at the same time every single day. It was 8 a.m. in the morning. I've decided to shift it a little, and now everything's going to post at 10 a.m. in the morning starting in June. But every single day, unless there's something wrong with like the software, honestly, every now and again, they'll have some issue with Instagram not posting the reels. That's been like the furthest extent of any problems I've had with later. But that does not happen very rarely. Other than that, that doesn't happen very often. Other than that, it gives me the appearance of consistency and discipline because I'm posting the exact same time every day, and every day something is going on my page. So it looks like I'm active, and whoever's following me, they get a new piece of content every single day. That's a huge benefit. I look consistent and I look active. People want to see that you're active online. This is what this tool will help you to accomplish. And then lastly, this is what I have on my list, but there are just multiple benefits to this. But lastly, what I have on my list is the benefit of having analytics. Now, you do have analytics available to you through your social media platforms if you choose to look at those every month. I certainly do still look at those every month, but what an app like Later does is it will compile all the analytics for me. It'll break it down by social media platform, or if I don't want all that, then I can it'll tell me like which piece of content did the best, which piece of content brought me the most followers, which piece of content got me the most engagement, the most likes, the most comments, the most saves, the most shares, and it compiles all of that information into one spreadsheet if you choose to use it that way. So the analytics are very powerful. You can understand who is following you, what do those avatars, those profiles look like what's the age range of the people who are following you? Is it mostly men, mostly women? What's the city? What's the country that you're getting the most engagement in? Analytics is very powerful. It tells you the time of day that your audience is active, so you can tweak what times you're posting to ensure that you will be in front of your audience. Like for me, I think my peak time is 12 o'clock right now, but I'm still choosing to stay at 10 a.m. because 8 a.m. has been getting me a lot of good interaction. Here's a pro tip. The reason why you want to post when most of your followers are online is because the more engagement you get in a short amount of time, the higher likelihood you will have of being included on the Explore page. So that is the benefit of making sure that you are in front of your followers when they are active. They're most likely to see you. They're most likely to engage. If you get 100 likes in 20 minutes, it tells Instagram this is a good piece of content, and it will show your content to other people. That's how you end up on the Explore page. So that's a pro tip. That's a hack right there. So my recommendations for using auto post scheduling is to find an auto post scheduling app that fits your ability and your budget. What I mean by ability is how willing are you to learn this new platform? Do you like how the platform looks? Is it easy to navigate? Is it easy for you to understand? That's what I mean by ability. So I have compared Later to other auto post scheduling apps. And for me, hands down, Later just looks better and it's easier to use. It's easier to comprehend. I don't want to spend a lot of time learning a new program. This should not be like computer science, you know? So I really like how easy and how pretty Later's interface is. So that's why I chose them. And then find an app that fits your budget. Like I said, I think I pay like $200 a year, something like that with Later. This is not sponsored, by the way. I wish it was. That would be great promo. But yeah, it's just, I've been with Later for years now, like since 2019, I think. So yeah, it's been like 5 years. And nobody beats them. Like they have great tools. They're keeping up with all the trends. They even offer AI caption writing now. So you get a lot of benefits with that $200 thing. And mine is on the basic side. If you want more, like I work for a podcast and we're posting currently 3 times a day. It used to be 5 times a day. Thank God we don't do that no more. Well, thank God I don't do that no more. But they pay closer to, I think, $360 a year. And that's so you can have more posts per month to plan out your content. So make sure you're choosing something that's easy for you to use, and make sure you are choosing something that is within your budget. Find what works for you. And you don't have to pay annually. You can pay monthly if you want. But in the long run, it is cheaper to pay upfront for an annual price. Another recommendation I would have for you when using an auto post scheduler is to schedule as much as it makes sense. So do you produce enough content for the amount of times you want to post each day? Like I mentioned earlier, the general recommendation is that you post 3 to 5 times a day. But like I also mentioned, I personally only post once each day because that's my content. That's my patience. That's what my content, my patience, and my budget allows for. Okay. Every month I've proven to myself that I'm making 30 days worth of content if I'm posting one piece of content each day. Okay. And then you also got to think about like how much time are you willing to sit down each month to plan out all this stuff. The more posts you have each day, like for me, it takes 2 to 3 hours to get my month planned out. If you're and that's for one post a day. If you're doing 3 times a day, 5 times a day, you're probably going to need closer to like 6 to 10 hours to plan out your content at the start of every month. So keep that in mind. What's going to work for you? What can you stay consistent in? What's going to be easiest to include in your productivity schedule at the beginning of your month, whatever that looks like for you. All right. And then another piece of advice that I would give for you is decide on a theme for each day. So like I said, I only post once a day. That's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But anyway, so as of today, as of this recording, right, it's May 30th that I'm recording this episode. I'll give you the examples for me. So on Sunday right now, I'm showcasing my trip to Sierra Leone, and I call it Salon Sundays. So whatever videos, whatever pictures I took in Sierra Leone, in Freetown, Sierra Leone, that is what I'm choosing to post on Sunday. On Monday, it's Music Monday. I'm showcasing my song. I'm showcasing features. I'm showcasing like Love and Hip Hop was featured my song Dumb Games. That's an example of me showcasing my music. On Tuesdays, I will show a video. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. She's rolling around right now. On Tuesdays, I will have singing videos posts. So any video I have of me singing live or of me performing, that's what Tuesday is designated for. Wednesday is Woman Crush Wednesday. I post thirst traps. That's what I do. I post pretty girl pictures. I post things that make people want to call me their woman crush on Wednesday. Remember when that was a thing? Like guys used to call out women and call them their WCW. Well, that's what I've decided to do on Wednesdays. So any picture that's just like me being a super pretty woman and looking really cute and looking sexy, I post that on Wednesdays. On Thursdays, I have my LexChat question, which y'all have seen. And that's a way to drive engagement and to get comments and to get interaction and to talk with people. That's another important piece that you want to consider. How are you going to engage people in thinking about the kind of content that you're creating for yourself, right? Friday is quote day. So whatever quotes I come across, I take a screenshot and then I'm posting those quotes on Friday. And then Saturday is usually a picture of me in the studio. I think I've been posting professional pictures of me, but Saturday is typically pictures in the studio. So that's an example of what each of my days looks like. I'm posting one post a day. I would recommend that you figure out what's a common theme that you see in the kind of pictures and videos that you're taking, or the kind of pictures and videos that you want to take for content, and then assign them to each day. It'll help you to stay consistent. It'll help you to stay organized with how you're posting, and it'll like rotate the type of content that you are pushing in front of your audience. People do get bored with the same content over and over again, so it's good to have those themed days so that you're kind of rotating and piquing their interest on different days, right? Vroom vroom, skirt skirt. What you talking about, you Steph? So that's all I got for the benefits of auto posting and my recommendations for how you may want to approach auto posting. Like I said, the biggest benefit of auto posting is going to be how much time it saves you. I don't like being on social media all day long, and it takes a lot of time. It takes away time that you could be doing other things like writing a song or sleeping or going to the gym or cooking. You know what I mean? So auto posting is just such a huge time saver. So if you have the resource of money, I would highly recommend that you invest in getting an auto post scheduler. Like I said, I personally use Later, but there are others out there. I only know about Later and Hootsuite, but I'm sure there are a bunch of others. I think Facebook and Instagram already have they've added those features where you can schedule your posts out. I personally have not dabbled in that, so I can't give you information on that. But if you have any questions specifically about Later, then let me know what those questions are in the comment section down below. And I will also put my link so that you can use my referral link. You might get some free time. I might get some free time. I can pay it, but I sure would like a discount here and there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me know if you want more information on that by commenting down below, or leave a review on this episode if you're listening and ask a question. Let me know what you think or what you want to know about the auto posting. But I really do hope that this episode was beneficial for you. My goal with LexChat is to bring you resources that'll help you as an artist, as a business owner. And so I hope that you're able to take in this information and apply it for yourself. And I hope you'll join the coffee dates. I do have virtual coffee dates the first Sunday of each month. The next one is going to be Sunday, July 7th, 3 p.m. Eastern on Instagram at LexCATL. That's at LEXCATL. And I think I will try to get back on YouTube Live as well, because I know some people tune in from there. But the next coffee date is Sunday, July 7th, 3 p.m. Eastern. Alrighty. Another shout out to my patrons, Mr. Flat Shoals and Eldon Cleary. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. If you are listening or you're watching and you like what I'm doing over here, you like the information that I'm providing, please consider donating or becoming a member of my Patreon by going to patreon.com/LexCATL. That's patreon.com/LexCATL. For as little as $5 a month, you can contribute and help me to be stable so I can make more videos like this and bring more valuable information to you. Alrighty. And last but not least, before we officially get out of here, y'all make sure y'all check out Magic Mind. I got y'all a little bit of a hookup. Go to magicmind.com/Lexi20 to get 20% off of your first time purchase, or your one-time purchase, or 20% off of your subscription. If you use the trial code before, you can use this Lexi20 code to get 20% off. It's going to work just fine. I hope you got to try it. I hope you loved it. I've been using it and I love it, and it helps me to stay so focused. I really think, on a side note, as I've gotten older, I think I have a problem as an adult. Like, I think I may have developed ADHD or something because it's so hard to focus these days. But Magic Mind helps me focus. So go to magicmind.com/Lexi20 to get 20% off of your one-time purchase or your subscription. And thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope that this information was valuable to you. My name is Lexi. Until next time, peace.
Have the right to speak to a lawyer and have her present while you are being questioned.